Hey, Daryl here, and this is my daily devotional. What proof do you need to know that God is real? Does he need to prove himself further than he already has? Listen as I read in Romans chapter 1, verse 20. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that men are without excuse. The population of the world is without excuse because God has proven himself all he needs to in the creation of the world we're privileged to live in. Now, we are studying in the book of Deuteronomy, and he basically says the same thing to these folks who are traveling on their journey to the promised land. He says, look at what's been done for you. Do I need to prove myself anymore? I'm in Deuteronomy chapter 4 at verse 32. Ask now about the former days, long before your time, from the day God created man on the earth. Ask from one end of the heavens to the others. Has anything so great as this ever happened? Or has anything like it ever been heard of? Has any other people heard the voice of God speaking out of fire as you have and lived? Has any God ever tried to take for himself one nation out of another nation by testings, by miraculous signs and wonders, by war, by a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, or by great and awesome deeds, like all the things the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your very eyes? Then verse 35 says, you were shown these things so that you might know that the Lord is God. Besides him, there is no other. How can we chase after anything other than the Lord God of the Bible? He is the creator God. He is the sustainer God. He is the saving God. And only our God reigns. And so he is saying to these on their journey, do I need to prove myself to you anymore? And then he says to us, as I read in Romans 1:20, do I need to prove myself to you anymore? Man is without excuse. Now I have that tattooed on the back of my arm, and I don't know if I can show it to you or not, but it says back here, no excuses. Romans 1:20. Romans 1:20. No excuses. When you find yourself before the Lord and you try to make excuses as to why you didn't trust him as the only God, he's going to say, I proved myself sufficiently. No excuses. God bless you. Good day.